Very good morning, all of you. So today we are going to start exercise 8B. So here, first question, if you observe, in this first question says a man whose income is rupees 576 a year spends rupees 432 a year. What percentage of his income does he save? That means simply, I think all of you know, income means what? Income means ये होता है ना, income is equals to expenditure plus saving, that is only income. Income को हम क्या करते हैं, एक तो खर्चा करते हैं और एक saving करते हैं, that is both. If I add them, that is equals to income. So in this question, income is given, expenditure is given, we need to find out the saving percentage. What percentage of saving we will find out? Let's see. So in this question, the income of a man, income of a man, that is given rupees 576. ये हमारे पास इनकम दे रखा है सिंपल. Okay, and another thing is given expenditure. Actually जो spend बोलते हैं ना, spend खर्चा करते, that is known as expenditure. So very good word, expenditure. Expenditure is given of a man, that is rupees 432. So first of all, we will find out what is the saving amount. So saving amount is equals to, saving is equals to rupees 576 minus 432. 432, that is rupees 144. Rupees 144, this is what? This is a saving amount. And if you want to find out the saving percentage, अगर हमें saving percentage find करना है, then how will find? First of all, you have to write down upper side saving amount, downside original amount 576, and multiply by 100, give bracket and percentage sign. ठीक है? So how will cut this one? हमें इसको कट कैसे करना है? Simple cut like this. 144 actually I will tell you, ये तो आप कट कर सकते हो, 2 2 3 3, you can cut like this also. But मैं आपको डायरेक्ट एक चीज बता रहा हूँ, 144, this is 4 times. Okay, and again 4, this is how many times? 25 times. So we can say how many percentage? 25% is the saving amount. So we can say अगर उसका अगर 576 income है, expenditure is 432, so saving percentage is equals to 25%. That is your complete answer. Okay, got it all of you? Very nice. Now we'll move next question. Question number 2. This question number 2 also a very good question. So all of you ready for question number 2? Let's see. In this question number 2 says, if the 70% of the students in a school, if the 70% students, जितना भी students है उसका 70%, that is are boys, and the number of girls are given 540. So how many number of boys are there? सबसे पहले क्या की information दे रखा है वो देख लेते हैं. Percentage of boys are given, that is 70%. So girls कितना होगा? How many girls? Obviously sir, we can say find out easily. 100 minus 70, that is 30%. 30% what? 30% girls is there, and number of girls also दे रखा है हमारे पास. That is how many, you know? Number of girls is equals to 540. So we need to find out the percentage of boys. अब एक चीज सोचो, हमारे पास गर्ल्स का भी परसेंटेज में दे रखा है, and girls also given in number also. So can I write down this one like, first of all, we'll consider the total number of students in a school, that is X. First of all, we'll write down, let total number of students, that is X, and 30%, बात समझना, 30% of total student, that is only 540. Total student का जो 30% है ना, वो girls कितना है? 540. So from this equation, we need to find out the value of X. कैसे find करूँ सर? इस तरीके से. 30% means 30 upon 100. Of means multiply X is equals to 540. So as I told you, कभी भी जब भी आपको जो भी इक्वेशन फाइंड करना है उसको सबसे पहले हम क्या ले जाते हैं उस तरफ, इसको हम रेसिप्रोकल कर लेते हैं उस तरफ. That means 540 multiplied by 100 upon 30. How many? 100 upon 30. 0 से 0 cut. 3 how many times? 18 times. So x is equals to 1800. So these are the total number of students. So total number of students we know. Number of girls we know. So how we'll find out how many boys are there? So number of boys is equals to total student minus girls. So we can say that is 1260. So 1260 is the number of boys. Got it all of you? अगर हमें total students से girls को मैं अलग कर दूं, so number of boys remaining रहेगा. Yes or no? So that's why your answer will be 1260. That is your complete answer. Understood all of you? Okay, now move next question. Question number 3. Question number 3 is very easy. Not take tension, very easy question. So let's try to understand the question. An alloy consists of 13 part of copper. First of all, you know what is the meaning of alloy? Before also I told you. I think alloy जो word है ना आप science में भी पढ़ चुके होंगे. Alloy means the combination of 2 or more than 2 metals. Alloy हम तभी यूज कर सकते हैं जब हम बहुत ज्यादा मजबूत कुछ मेटल्स चाहिए. सपोज हमारे पास एयरप्लेन है. सो एयरप्लेन सोचो जब हमारे पास लैंडिंग करता है तब बहुत फोर्स के साथ वो लैंडिंग करता है. सो अगर वो लैंडिंग एक मेटल सिंगल मेटल से बना होगा तो टूट जाएगा. दैट्स व्हाई वी आर यूजिंग alloys. Alloy is the combination of more than 2 metals. Okay, now in this question says one alloy is there, and this alloy is consisting of 3 metal: copper, zinc and nickel in different ratios. So which are the ratios? Let's see. First of all, copper is given that is 13. Copper is given that is 13 parts, and zinc is given 7 parts, and nickel is given that is 5 parts. So students, what have to find out? We need to find out the percentage of copper. सबसे पहले ये फाइंड कर लेते हैं ना, sum of ratio, sum of total parts. Sum of total parts is equals to, okay, 13 plus 7, 20 plus 5, 25. This is the sum of total parts. Now if I want to find out the copper is equals to, सबसे पहले बताओ कॉपर कितना है 13 अपॉन टोटल पार्ट्स मल्टीप्लाई बाय 100 and give bracket percentage sign. Got it? Now 25 how many ja? 4 ja. 13 4 ja 52%. Yes, done. Copper done. Now percentage of zinc. Again, zinc कितना है parts? 7 parts. So 7 upon 25 multiply by 100. That means we can say 25 कितना बढ़ जाएगा? 4 जा 7 4 जा 28%. And last percentage of nickel. Nickel how many parts? 5 parts. 5 upon 25 multiply by 100%. So 25 कितना बढ़ जा रहा है? 4 जा 5 4 जा 20. So 20%. We can say copper 52%, zinc 28% and nickel 20%. And if you add them then 100% will come. You can check all of them. Okay, so this is your complete answer of question number 3. Got it? So I hope all of you can write down also, no issue. Still question number 3 it is done. Now we'll move question number 4. So question number 4, let's see here. Now students, question number 4. The population of a town increases 10% annually. हर ईयर आपका पॉपुलेशन इंक्रीज होता है कितना परसेंट पता है? 10%. So if the population, present population, अभी का जो population है that is 22,000. सो व्हाट इज द पॉपुलेशन बिफोर ए ईयर एगो? एक साल पहले का पॉपुलेशन बताओ, ये पूछे, सोचो। सो हम ऐसे ही कंसीडर करेंगे, बिफोर ए ईयर एगो द पॉपुलेशन वाज एक्स. सो कैन आई कंसीडर ना लाइक दिस, लेट ए ईयर एगो the population is x. एक साल पहले का पॉपुलेशन बात कर रहा हूं, x प्लस 10% ऑफ x. 10% ऑफ x पहले था कितना, x, इंक्रीज कितना हुआ 10% ऑफ x. अब उन दोनों को जब ऐड किया, दैट इज द प्रेजेंट पॉपुलेशन. एंड हाउ मेनी, 22,000. समझ में आ गया ना कैसे मैं इक्वेशन को बना रहा हूं? ये देखो, पहले x था, नाउ 10% ऑफ x इंक्रीज हुआ and the now population is 22,000. so we can say from this equation how to find out the x. देखो अच्छे से देखना, x plus 10% means 10 upon 100, x is equals to 22,000. now take LCM, 100 is the LCM, 100 into x, 100x plus 100 same, so 10x is equals to 22,000. now 100x plus 10x, 110x upon 100 is equals to 22,000. 0 से 0 cut. now if you remember same process I will do, x is equals to 22,000 तो लिखना है आपको, this will go in reciprocal. इसको आप उस तरफ जाकर रेसिप्रोकल कर लो, दैट मींस 10 upon 11. हाउ मेनी, 10 upon 11. नाउ 11 2 जा 20, so x is equals to 20,000. x is equals to how many, the president, we can say before 1 year ago the population of the city was 20,000. दैट इज योर कंप्लीट आंसर. मींस इस टाइप का जो क्वेश्चन होता है ना, आपको सबसे पहले उसको क्या बनाना है, इक्वेशन में कन्वर्ट करना है, एंड आफ्टर दैट वी विल फाइंड आउट द आंसर. ओके, अंडरस्टूड ऑल ऑफ यू? नाउ विल मूव नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. यस, दिस क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 में देख के मुझे याद आ गया, क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 एंड एग्जांपल नंबर 5, पेज नंबर 113 या 112 कुछ है इस तरीके से, देख लेना आप लोग. दैट इज सेम, एग्जैक्टली सेम. So what is the question? Let's see. Manoj income increased by 20%. Manoj का जो इनकम है that is increased by 20% and then decreased by 10 or 20%. So what is the total change in Manoj income? आप लोग सोच रहे होंगे सर 20% इंक्रीज हुआ, 20% डिक्रीज हुआ, that means 0 is the answer. No, इस तरीके से नहीं होता है. So first of all we will consider let Manoj income be x. Manoj income be x. Sorry, x will not consider, 100 will take. Manoj income is 100. So if 20% increase, if 20% increase, that means उसका मतलब क्या है? इनकम becomes 20% इंक्रीज हुआ, मतलब 100 के ऊपर अगर 20% इनकम होता है, that means 120 rupees, that is the income. Now after that 20% decrease also how many, 20%. So after decreasing 20%, what is the decreased income? Decreased income is equals to how many, 120 पहले था, अभी कितना हुआ 20%, that means 120 minus so 120 minus 24, that is how many, 96. So we can say we can say now what is the total change? Total change in income. What is the total change in income? We can say see, first of all पहले कितना था, that is 100, अभी कितना है 96. So what is the change in income? 100 minus 96 upon 100 and because of this percentage multiply by 100. ठीक है, so we can say 100 से 100 गया is equals to 100 minus 96 4%. So we can say total change in income is equals to 4%. That is your complete question number 5. So in this video we have discussed already exercise 8B from question number 1 to 5. It is enough for today's like we can say whatever doubt is there, just check in your doubt count. Okay, thank you students, have a nice day.